Hello everyone. Welcome to SecPod Now product series, The Art of Managing and Securing Endpoints, Chapter 3, How to Detect, Assess, Prioritize and Remediate Vulnerabilities using Now. Thank you for joining this session. As some of you might already know, we are doing a 7-week training program on Now. In the previous weeks, we have covered about the basics of Now, how to set up the account and how to install agents. And in the second session, we talked about Now patch management module. And in today's session, it's going to be all about Now vulnerability management. I hope you're able to hear my voice and view the presentation. Let me know if you guys are having any glitches. Let me introduce the presenters for today's webinar. I'm Dikshita from the product marketing team. And along with me, we have Bharat, one of our lead product specialists.
Hi, everyone.
Let us take a quick look at today's agenda. So we will be starting with about Now vulnerability management and what it does. And followed by that, we will be looking at our homegrown SCAP feed and how Now vulnerability management works. We will be seeing the major OSS and applications supported by Now vulnerability management. And in the fourth section, we have taken some of the difficult vulnerability management scenarios, and Bharat would be providing us the solutions for those scenarios, and he will be taking us through a walkthrough in the product and explaining us how to handle those difficult scenarios. And at the end of the webinar, we will be discussing the questions. So let us begin the session now. So Bharat, tell us about Now vulnerability management.
Yes, Dikshita. Now provides a fully integrated vulnerability management. That is, along with vulnerability management, we provide an integrated patch management solution. Right from scanning and detecting vulnerabilities to prioritizing them based on risk level to remediating the vulnerabilities with relevant patches, everything can be performed from one single console. Now also leverages its homegrown SCAP feed with over 130,000 plus vulnerability checks for accurate detection.
That's very interesting, Bharat. So can you tell us more about Now SCAP feed?
Yeah. SecPod has been a leading vendor for SCAP feed since 2008. We have strong security research team in-house who constantly look for latest vulnerability information and host it in the repository on a daily basis. Being in this field for more than a decade, we have hosted more than 130,000 plus vulnerability checks in our security feed. With this huge database of vulnerability checks, SecPod's SCAP feed is the largest of its kind. To give few key metrics of SecPod's SCAP feed, I would like to say there are total number of CVEs, it's around 130,000 plus. And I would like to highlight a point here. We are the strongest vendors for providing vulnerability checks for multiple operating system platforms. The number of products covered across multiple platforms is around 8,000 plus. And the SLA time for supporting critical vulnerabilities is less than 24 hours. And the number of operating systems supported is more than 180.
Thank you, Bharat. So now tell us about how Now vulnerability management works.
The Now architecture comprises of three major components: the server, the agents which are installed in the endpoints, and the SCAP repository. As I mentioned earlier, SecPod hosts the world's largest vulnerability database with over 130,000 plus vulnerability checks. So the latest vulnerability checks are constantly updated to the SCAP feed repository. And this repository is in regular sync with the vulnerability management server. So during the agent and server sync, vulnerability info is passed on to the agent, and further detection process is carried out through the scans. Once the data is uploaded from agent to the server, in the server console, you can initiate any vulnerability management task. You can assess the vulnerabilities and you can also remediate them. This is the basic architecture of a Now module.
Thank you, Bharat. So any questions on our vulnerability management architecture, please let us know. We would be happy to take up the question at the end of the webinar. So what are the OSs supported by CNN vulnerability management?
All major operating systems are like Windows desktops and Windows Server operating systems, and Linux variants are like Red Hat, CentOS, Oracle, Ubuntu, Debian, Amazon, etc. All these things are covered. And apart from that, we also cover Mac OS, all the variants till the latest Mac OS. That is Catalina 10.15.
So as Bharat mentioned, CNN vulnerability management supports multiple platforms, including Windows, Mac, and Linux. So this is a very important section of today's webinar. So over here, we have handpicked some of the difficult scenarios of vulnerability management. And Bharat is going to show us how to simplify these scenarios. And he will be taking us to a walkthrough in the product on explaining the solution for these scenarios. So the first scenario we have here is, vulnerability scans are run only once in a month as they take a very long time to complete. So this is one common scenario we hear from security teams. So vulnerability scan is a very lengthy process according to them, and that is one major reason which is letting them to perform this task only in a periodic fashion, that is either in a monthly way or in a bi-monthly fashion. So what are your thoughts on this, Bharat?
True, Dikshita. Periodic vulnerability scans will not be enough to prevent attacks, and a continuous process is required. As you said, one common thing we hear is vulnerability scans take a long time. However, Sena now comes with an intelligent solution where vulnerability scans will be completed in over 5 minutes with a bandwidth of less than 5 MB. You can also schedule vulnerability scans every day in Sena now and make it a continuous process. Let me take you to the product and show how vulnerability scans can be scheduled to run on a particular time every day. As we see, this is the dashboard once you log into the CNN now. So from here, we'll be going to vulnerability management page by clicking on the S icon. So once we click on the VM, we'll be landing on the vulnerability management dashboard. To schedule a continuous scan, we will be creating a settings. So we'll be going to manage settings page. Under the settings page, under the scan section, we see various options. The scan mode, that is, we support two different types of scan mode, that is low and full throttle. Low is to reduce the CPU consumption, and the full throttle is to perform quick scans. And we have an option of CPU threshold. And then we have like disable and enable button for vulnerability and compliance scans. So the user can disable or enable according to his needs. So to schedule the scan time, we'll be moving to schedule section. Under the scan time, the user can enter the scan time whenever he prefers. So once these selections are done, a settings name is provided and a description, and to which group the user wishes to assign the settings. And click on create. As we see, the settings is created. This is how we schedule everyday scans in Sena now.
So as Bharat explained, this is how we would be scheduling everyday scans in Sena now. So any doubts on this, please let us know and we would be happy to take up your questions at the end of the webinar. So let us move on to the next scenario now. When a critical high-risk vulnerability is reported, it is hard to detect it immediately in the network. So this is really true. Let me say when a sudden high-risk vulnerability is being reported, security teams often find it difficult to immediately detect it in the network. So how do we handle this, Bharat?
Yes, Dikshita. This is really important to detect high-risk vulnerability once it's reported. For this, the solution is on-demand real-time scanning. Sena now supports this. I'll show you how to perform on-demand scanning in Sena now. As we see now, we are in the vulnerability management dashboard. From here, we click on manage and devices page. Once we land in the devices page, we see the number of devices wherever our agent is installed. So out of this, we'll be selecting the devices where we need to perform on-demand scanning. Once the selection is done, we'll be clicking on the Scan Now button. So this issues a scan command to the agent and the scan is performed. Once the scan is completed, we can see the data in the vulnerability management page. So with this data, the user can further assess vulnerabilities and he can also remediate them. This is how we perform on-demand scanning on CNN Now. And also using this, we can detect a critical high-risk vulnerability in the devices immediately once it's reported.
So as Bharat demonstrated to us now, using the on-demand real-time scanning functionality in Sena Now, you can immediately detect any high-risk critical vulnerabilities once it is reported. So let us move on to the next scenario now. Even after running multiple scans, vulnerability detection is not accurate. This is one other common scenario we hear from info security teams. They always say that even after running numerous vulnerability scans, they still feel like the vulnerability information they have detected is not accurate. What are your thoughts on this, Bharat?
Yes, Dikshita, I've heard this. The scenario will happen when the vulnerability database supported in the tool does not have sufficient number of vulnerability checks. Senano Vulnerability Management Software offers the world's largest CAP repository with more than 130,000 plus vulnerability checks. This time-tested SCAPFeed database gives in-depth vulnerability coverage. With such a large, extensive, comprehensive number of tested vulnerability checks, the vulnerability detection is more accurate. I would like to show a glimpse of SCAPFeed as we see. Yeah, I'll be sharing the screen. As we see, this is a SCAP repository. We have SCAP content covering vulnerabilities, inventory, and compliance management. These are the different types of content we provide. CCEs, CPEs, CVE, CWE, OVAL, and XSCDF. We also provide support for the latest vulnerabilities within 24 hours. And chances are almost nil Senana will miss detecting a vulnerability.
This is really interesting, Bharat. So as Bharat mentioned, we support over 130,000 plus vulnerability checks in our SCAP feed. So chances are almost nil for missing any vulnerability. So let us move on to the next scenario now. During vulnerability scans, it is difficult to track when a high-risk critical vulnerability is detected. So how do we handle this, Bharat?
True. Manually checking a new vulnerability found after a scan is a tedious task. Senano addresses this with the alerts feature. Let us see how to configure this in the product. As we see, we are now in Vulnerability Management Dashboard. From here, we'll be going to Alerts module by clicking on the Alerts button. So once the Alerts module is opened, as we see, we are under Vulnerability Management section. So we need to enable the subscription status and we need to enter an email address to wherever we need to get the alerts. So once this information is entered, we can select the conditions available. For example, if the user wants to know only when a critical vulnerability is reported, he can select the critical vulnerabilities option. If he wants to know like any vulnerability reported in the account, then he can select all vulnerabilities option. So once these checkboxes are selected, he can click on the update button. So this is how an alert is configured in Senano product. With this, there is very less chances of user missing out to get the information about newly identified vulnerabilities.
So as Bharat mentioned, you can leverage the alerts feature in Sena Now and configure alerts on any high-risk vulnerabilities detected in your network. So let's move on to the next scenario now. Dilemma in understanding the security risk each vulnerability possesses. This is one important difficult scenario we all hear often in our calls. So after vulnerability detection, the next most important step is to understand the risk potential of each vulnerability. Without understanding the risk each vulnerability carries, it would be really difficult to plan further remediation process. So how do you think we can handle this, Bharat?
it is very important to understand the level of risk each vulnerabilities poses. With other vulnerability info, Synano also provides their exploit level. Let me show that to you in the product. So this is the vulnerability management dashboard. So here in the section vulnerability based on CVSS, we can see the vulnerabilities are categorized into easily exploitable, network exploitable, high lateral movement, and public exploit available. And also we can see the percentage of vulnerabilities present under each category. For more information on this, we can download the CSV file using the CSV option present here. So once we click on this export CSV button, the CSV file will be downloaded. So when opening the CSV, as we see in the CSV, we find the info about the vulnerability belongs to which exploit. For example, a CVE 2015-5539 belongs to easily exploitable, public exploit, and network exploitable. And also we'll know on which host or on which device it is present. With this information, it should be easy for the user to perform risk-based vulnerability assessment.
So as Bharat mentioned, all the information about understanding the risk potential would be available in the Synano dashboard itself. So if you want detailed insights on such risk potentials, you can look in the Synano dashboard itself. So now let us move on to the next scenario. Stuck with a huge pile of vulnerabilities in the network and not sure about what to remediate first. This is one other crucial scenario security teams are facing. Immediately after vulnerability scanning, almost more huge number of vulnerabilities are being detected in the network. So this is one difficult case, and security teams are often in a tough spot to understand what is the most critical vulnerability and what to remediate first. So an answer for this would be really helpful for security team to smartly plan their efforts on vulnerability management. Over to you,
Yes,
Bharat.
as you said, it is important to prioritize the vulnerabilities based on the severity levels and make planned remediation measures. It is never a wise move to invest efforts on the less critical vulnerabilities first. Synano automatically assess the vulnerabilities and prioritize based on the severity level. Vulnerabilities are prioritized based on CVSS scoring model. Let's see how Synano does this. As we see in the vulnerability management dashboard, like we see vulnerability statistics section. So here we see there are total number of vulnerabilities found for this account is 7,661. These are categorized into critical, high, medium, and low. The count can be seen once we hover on the map. To get more information on this, we can click on the CVE IDs present in top vulnerabilities. So once the CVE ID is clicked, it transfers to the SCAP feed page. Here we get more information about the vulnerability and also the CVSS score. So based on this CVSS score, the severity is calculated. So anything above 10 is calculated as critical. Anything above 9 is calculated as critical. So this is how Asana now calculates the severity for each and every vulnerability. Even though we talk about mitigating the high severity vulnerability, it's also important to not miss out on the least severity vulnerabilities as a best practice.
This is really helpful, Bharat. So this is how Synano would be prioritizing the vulnerabilities, and using this functionality, security teams can easily plan their remediation efforts. So now let us move on to the next scenario. There is a huge security gap between the detection and the remediation of vulnerabilities. This is one other crucial scenario we hear a lot. After vulnerability detection, info security teams are taking time in remediating vulnerabilities. So the amount of importance given to detection is not given to remediation of vulnerabilities, and this is leading to a lot of security attacks. So how do we deal with this, Bharat?
Vulnerability management doesn't stop with scanning and detection. Synana vulnerability management software comes with integrated patch management to remediate vulnerabilities instantly. Let's see how we can do that. As we see, we are in the vulnerability management page. By clicking on the S icon, we can see patch management section, which is very close to vulnerability management. Once we click on patch management, a patch management dashboard gets opened. So from here, we can remediate the patches using missing patches section. So under missing patches, all the assets which are vulnerable will be listed down. So whichever asset the user prefers to remediate can be selected using the checkbox. Once the asset is selected, he can click Apply Selected Patches and create a remediation job by giving a task name. So this is how we remediate vulnerabilities found in the account using integrated remediation.
So, as Bharat mentioned, along with vulnerability management, Sena now also provides integrated patch management feature. Using this functionality, you can immediately remediate the vulnerabilities which are detected in your network. So now let's move on to the next scenario. Taking the manual route for managing vulnerabilities is daunting and time consuming. This is really true. So, vulnerability management is not a one step process. Starting from scanning, detection, assessment, prioritization to remediation, it is a huge set of tasks and it is not an easy thing to do everything manually. So, how do we do this and how do we automate it in CNN now, Bharat?
Very true. Manually scanning vulnerabilities, assessing and prioritizing them and remediating them will be a complex task. Automation is the way forward to use the whole vulnerability management process. Senano automates every step from scanning, assessment, remediation to reporting. As I previously mentioned about the everyday scanning is performed on the endpoints and the vulnerability data is uploaded to server and assessed. Now let me show you how the automation can be done to remediating the vulnerabilities. So as you see, we are now in the vulnerability management page. We'll be going on to the patch management section. Under patch management, we find an option called automation. So click on that. Once the automation page is opened, we see a list of assets whichever is present in this particular account. So like we can select whichever asset the user wants to automate for everyday vulnerability mitigation. Or he can also select all the vulnerabilities present for the account. So once it is selected, he can click on Create Automation Rule. Here we find the different types of patch severity. So based on the user preference, he can select the severity. And also he can choose to select like to remediate only security patches or both security and non-security patches. And we also have an option to include the upcoming assets. So once this option is selected, any newly installed asset in the device and the vulnerability found for that particular application will be remediated. Once click on the next button, we get a scheduling option. The user can schedule the remediation according to his preferred time. And then he will be entering the task name and click on Create Automation Rule. So this is how we automate the remediation of vulnerabilities in Sentinel.
So, as Bharat demonstrated, the end-to-end task of vulnerability management can be automated in Siena now. So, right from scanning, detection, assessment, prioritization to remediation, everything can be automated using Siena now. So, let's move on to the next scenario now. Most of the time, vulnerability details are scattered and getting clear insights is difficult. This is really true. Security teams often feel that after detecting the vulnerabilities in the network, they don't have clear insights on each vulnerabilities. So, what is the solution for this, Bharat?
Yes, Deekshit. Having detailed insights on any detected vulnerability will be really helpful for the security teams. I would like to explain that in the product. As we see, Serena Vulnerability Management Dashboard has a consolidated view, which provides all the information about the vulnerabilities. With this dashboard, it is easy to get the clear insights on all the vulnerabilities. Let me just explain all the sections here. So under vulnerability statistics, we will know the severity of the vulnerabilities available in the account. And under vulnerability based on CVSS, like the vulnerabilities are categorized into exploits, as I explained earlier. With the high fidelity attacks, we will know which are the vulnerabilities which can be compromised for an attack. And recently discovered vulnerabilities will give a list of the vulnerabilities which were identified recently in the account. And the vulnerability aging graph will give an insight on when the vulnerability was found in the account and from how long it is present. Top vulnerabilities section will list all the vulnerabilities based on the severity. We also have view for vulnerable assets and vulnerable devices, as few users prefer to see devices vulnerabilities and few users prefer to see the assets. So under vulnerable assets, all the assets will be listed whichever are present in the devices of this account and the statistics of it, whether it is vulnerable or non-vulnerable. Same way under devices, all the devices will be listed and the vulnerabilities count will be present. And the statistics will say like how many vulnerabilities are critical, high, low, and medium. So with this consolidated dashboard, it is always easy to get a clear insight about the vulnerabilities.
So this dashboard looks really insightful, and I hope the users will find all the required information they need about vulnerability management. So let us move on to the next scenario now. Bulky reports are ineffective for vulnerability management analysis. This is really true. Having long, lengthy reports will not give us any accurate results, and it will be very difficult to understand how the vulnerability management process is working in the network. So, what are your solutions for this, Bharat?
Now we provide an extensive range of reports to understand the vulnerability management process. So let's have a look at how Now reports looks like. So now from vulnerability management section, we'll be clicking on the reports. Once we click on the reports, it will be landing on the reports page. So under reports, we have two types of reports. One is canned report, which is a pre-built report. Another one is customizable report. Under scanned reports, we can see there are various reports. So vulnerability report, once we click on that, we'll get a vulnerability report where we have pre-built all the important data related to the vulnerability assessment. So with this report, user will get to know all the insights about a vulnerability. He can download the report as a PDF or he can even mail it. As we see, when I clicked on the save button, we get a dialog box. So where he can create a report backup. So he can create a backup schedule like every day or weekly. So once a backup schedule is created, the user will be receiving mail about vulnerability report every day. And as I mentioned earlier, we also have provision to create customizable report. That is, once we click on create new report, a user can build his own new report by using the available APIs. So as we see in the list, like all the vulnerability management APIs are present. So he can select whichever APIs he needs to build a report. Once the report is built, he can save the report and create backup. So this is how Now provides reports. Like Now provides reports for customizable.
As Bharat mentioned, you can also access the readily available vulnerability management reports in Now, or you can also custom build your own reports. So now we are done with the major scenarios of the vulnerability management webinar, and we are in the last section. That is, any questions you have, please let us know. So Bharat, We have gotten 2 questions for you. The first one being, once again, I think my presentation is loading. Yeah, so let's take a look at the questions. Does your integrated patch management support remediation of third-party applications?
Yes, Dikshita, we do support remediation for third-party applications for all the major operating system platforms.
That's interesting. The second question, does SaneNF support relevant patches immediately after vulnerability detection?
Yes, if a patch is available for the vulnerability, then it is supported immediately after detection. So the user can go and mitigate the vulnerability immediately.
Thank you, Bharat. So now these are the questions we received in today's session. So now we are at the end of the webinar and thank you for joining this session. And our next session is going to be on complaints management, and stay tuned for the dates until we get in touch with you. And once again, thanks a lot for joining this session on vulnerability management. See you all in the next webinar.